Yeah. Why? Is there a problem? Am I doing anything wrong?
Fight! Fight!
You wanted these hands.
Let's get started with this month's Creator Raffle. You can now add up to 10 collaborators to your video or short. When you add collaborators, the video may be shown to all of your audiences, increasing discoverability for everyone involved. For more info on adding collaborators or accepting a collaboration invite, check out our full video. All YPP creators can now turn playlists into shows. Turning a playlist into a show gives you access.
Fight! Fight!
Man, at this point, I'm at a loss for words, bro. You cannot make this shit up. The WNBA is like a mythical place where the wildest shit be happening. They are back to throwing them green shits on the court. And I still have so many questions. Angel reached it, located, and pointed the motherfucker out. And she's snitching her ass off. He's right there. There he go, right over there with the kick. I seen him. And, bro, I just be at a loss at some people's overall thought process. But you really got to plan this shit. Sit there and spend money on the game. Hold on, what the fuck did she just say? That just threw me off. Back to this nonsense. Sparks already getting pushed out there. She didn't deserve this. Back to the overall thought process. You gotta buy a ticket to the game. You gotta buy the green thing, assuming it's not for personal. You can't bring the kick and shit. She ready to she's like, look, you know it. Back to the thought process. Then you gotta sneak that shit into the game. And clearly they not checking at all at the WNBA game. And then I don't know if this is real or not. They said this motherfucker that did it. First of all, security wanted no parts in this. That's not what you want to see. You're supposed to spear that nigga to hell. Just follow all this shit. Just like security is for an ass nigga. Bro, really crazy. Right through that overtime. You got to get stuff out of there. The jersey too. Man, at this point, I'm at a loss for words, bro. You cannot make this shit up. The WNBA is like a mythical place where the wildest shit be happening. They are back to throwing them green shits on the court. And I still have so many questions. Angel reached it, located, and pointed the motherfucker out. And she's snitching her ass off. He's right there. There he go, right over there with the kick. I seen him. And, bro, I just be at a loss at some people's overall thought process. Because you really got to plan this shit. Sit there and spend money on the game. Hold on, what the fuck did she just say? That just threw me off. But back to this nonsense. Sparks already getting whooped out there. She didn't deserve this. Back to the overall thought process. You gotta buy a ticket to the game. You gotta buy the green thing, assuming it's not possible. You can't bring the kick and shit. She ready to she like, fuck what we doing. Back to the thought process, because then you gotta sneak that shit into the game. And clearly they not checking it all at the WNBA game. Man, I don't know if this is real or not, but they said this motherfucker that did it. First of all, security wanted no parts in this. That's not what you want to see. You're supposed to spear that nigga to hell. You just want to do this shit. Like security from that ass nigga. Bro, so great. Right now, on top of that. Stuff out of there and the jersey. Man, at this point, I'm at a loss for words. You cannot make this shit up. The WNBA is like a mythical place where the wildest shit be happening. They are back to throwing them green shits on the court. And I still have so many questions. Angel reached it, located, and pointed the motherfucker out. And she's snitching her ass off. He's right there. There he go, right over there with the kick. I seen him. And, bro, I just be at a loss at some people's overall thought process. Because you really got to plan this shit. Sit there and spend money on the game. Hold on, what the fuck did she just say? That just threw me off. But back to this nonsense. Sparks already getting whooped out.
Fight! Fight!
Why was it with the, I did this, why was it with the, I did this, why was it?
I got black.
Y'all niggas scaring nobody. Niggas be lames and nobodies. I don't wanna hear about you busting your gun and spinning cause you ain't got nobody. I don't need a nigga to co-sign me before I...
Chris, I'm with America's favorite uncle, Mr. Neighborhood Crime Watch. What are your thoughts on Jay-Z? Jay-Z? Jay-Z. Fuck Jay-Z. Fuck you out, you Jay-Z up for me. Jay-Z has been niggas used to be niggas. Baby. Oh, that's what I mean. Fuck Jay-Z. Exactly. All right. Thank you. We gotta get Chris, I'm with America's favorite uncle, Mr. Neighborhood Crime Watch. I'm from JT.
And like I said, if I don't walk around like I'm some tough guy, y'all don't see me walk around in the beach with swiping cards and stacking chips. I saw you stacking chips. Definitely standing in the port. Now I had these diamond. What? My pocket's getting bigger. You know what a nigga be finding in their pocket when a nigga don't he rolls about 2 weeks out in their pocket. My pocket's getting bigger. Now watch this nigga. And this nigga pretty much and like I said, if I don't go around like I'm some tough guy, y'all don't see me walk around. $1 million. If we escape, they get nothing. Start the timer. Give me try.
Me and my 4 friends just escaped from 100 real cops, at least for now. Until I finally found the real use for the...
It is nothing but the WNBA turns into the WWE. It seems like it always got something to do with the Indiana Fever. As you know, the water baseball people last year sort of did end it about as rocky as it possibly could. You know, Kayla got to get the crowd hype anytime it's a little dust up. And I thought shit was about to calm down to that camera fan to Aisha Hines Allen and Alyssa Thomas. Those two had something going on way bigger than basketball. Aisha Hines Allen said, fuck hooping. I got smoked with her. Thomas, like, she came at me. I'm chilling. I'm trying to hoop. Hines Allen looked like a hungry lioness with food on the line. She want to squabble. Basketball ain't on her mind. AD trying to tell everybody to keep their heads, but let me tell you, Aaliyah, that is long gone. Let's get back to how we started. I thought Bonner was finna steal off on Kayla. Kayla hit her with the what the fuck is your problem? I'm playing that do-rag high as hell watching all this shit happen. They reviewed it, came back and called 5 texts. One of which was okay. She can't fucking believe it. He like, what the fuck did I do? Attack on me? This is the best part of the whole shit. This is only in the WNBA shit. Kobe Cunningham might be the best troller of all time. Because one single point was ready to crash the fuck out. He was ready to say, fuck all this hooping shit. Over 8 points. So, I get it, bro. That shit might have pissed me off too. Then just the play, it's the face too. Looking at me like that, so you ain't gonna lie. So you got so much power at that point. This is the 4th quarter when they out there tweaking like this. Only in the WNBA are women crashing out over 8 points. Not a point on the scoreboard, a literal finger point. You might think things calmed down after that. They did not. Very next play, Alyssa Thomas put her shoulder down in the Hines Allen. I already told y'all, basketball the last thing on her mind. The funniest moment of this whole ordeal is when Hines Allen looked at the ref like this. What is this nigga doing right here? And look at Maisha Hines Allen's face. She's dead the fuck serious. She could have cleared out the entire gym and it just be them 2 left. She would have did. They out there having a battle of who's the strongest woman in this league. And Hines Allen said, oh yeah, it's me. Needless to say, that's her second text. She got an early shot. Hines Allen said, we secured the dub. I'm ready to whoop ass. The fireworks still wasn't done. Then jump on. You see Alyssa Thomas throw an elbow, take the leg. The initial ball from the offensive ball with Alyssa Thomas. He hits and replay that shit. And she throws the ref out bad at the ball. Down, they went to the replay. They went to that replay. I still don't know how they came up with it. No matter I'll use psychic no matter what angle because gta6 ain't that. How the fuck is that power capable? He's just as reflective as anybody. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes when these refs be out here doing these live, all she could do was laugh at this shit. The refs lost complete control of the game at this point. They just call anything. Calling travel on that is fucking crazy. First of all, when they start calling travel in the pro, let alone on a normal step back, y'all complain about Caitlyn complaining, but this shit absurd.
Fight. Fight.
I tell my bitches all the time, yo, hey, has ever been scared of Ben Wallace from Detroit Pistons. They used to go, nigga, and you was scared of him. And look at him, look, he was scared of him. So when Detroit ever played him, go look at the highlights. He never really wanted to guard him.
Ben turned around and got 10 times bigger. Like, just swung up like that curve. I'm like, ooh. Just,
Fight.
whoa. That nigga pushed my shit back so far. He ain't came out. That's why I was to where it had that. That's how big his arms were. With his head down.
This is the only player that shot.
Fight.
Go viral so people could see.
This might be one of the most intense base.
Fight.
He's a flaming hot sis. I've never heard of. He's for real. I've never heard of. They call him Fumble. They Fumble himself. Interception so bad.
So was Orlando Brown telling the truth about Busta Rhymes this whole time? Because Busta just got exposed by his rumored trans lover. And now Orlando is saying, I told y'all. Orlando recently did another interview and doubled down on everything. And he's basically saying all those rumors about Busta being into men, well, they're not rumors. According to Orlando, Busta has been serving in the Rainbow Army since the 90s. But everyone was so focused on Diddy and all his mess that Busta just kind of flew under the radar. But here's the thing. Busta allegedly being into men and trans isn't even the issue. The bigger deal is him allegedly doing some wild stuff and passing around STDs. And what's even crazier is that this happened and having kids by him. So let's break down exactly what Orlando Brown said about Busta, because folks love to call Orlando crazy and dismiss everything he says. But when you read between the lines, you realize Orlando has been low-key trying to expose the industry for years.
Okay.
Alright, so before we get into all this trans stuff about Busta, let me show you what Orlando said about this man. So some time back when all that Diddy freak-off stuff was trending, Orlando went viral for claiming he slept with multiple men in the industry. Not just Diddy, but a whole bunch of others, including Busta.
We made love. We made love.
Who you made love with?
Diddy, Wow, Busta Rhymes.
You saw me see Busta at the airport too. That was the time I got to know you.
Terrence Howard, Usher Production.
Now, people have been saying Orlando's trolling and just saying whatever for clout, but now, with everything coming out about Busta, it's starting to look like he was.
Something to say about me, but I'm just being me. And this is how I pay my bill. I pay my bills by being me. I don't understand.
When Muhammad Ali leaned to Tyson's ear and whispered a word, Tyson nodded without hesitation. His opponent that day was Holmes, Ali's once most trusted sparring partner. When Ali was crippled by Parkinson's, Holmes brutally battered the legend for 10 full rounds. 14-year-old Tyson watched Holmes clip Ali's butterfly wings and pluck his stings. The seed of vengeance took root in the boy's heart. Later, Tyson told Ali on the phone, honorary champ ultimate warfare. Even Ali never expected Tyson to step into the ring 7 years later to keep his word. Before the fight, Ali whispered again, "Don't forget your promise." Tyson nodded, fully understanding. Holmes went straight into survival mode. Under Tyson's tidal fury, he lost all will to fight back. He felt it was no ordinary hunger for victory, but 7 years of pent-up rage. He fled all over the ring, but Tyson was too fast. No clinch could stop his devastating punches. Round 4, Holmes finally remembered his tactics. Quick footwork, jabs. It worked for barely a minute before Tyson crushed his last bit of confidence. Holmes staggered up, eyes still defiant, but sometimes you only stand to fall harder. Twice down, he could barely stand yet tried again, only dragging out his agony. No one could douse Tyson's fire to avenge his idol. When Muhammad Ali came to Tyson,
I created you. I love fighting. person can't stop thinking something better. Now might be a really good time for you to get angry. That's my secret, Captain. I'm always angry.
Fight.
Come on now. Black Wolf can destroy you with one whisper from his mouth.
Fight.
Something better.
Fight.
Yo, this is the crazy. So you run your credit.
Fight.
Force.
Let the past die. Kill it if you have to. It's the only way to become what you were meant to be, succeed or fail. Let the past die.
Fight. Fight.
Saturday, May 24th, all at once, held 14th risk promotions UFC Impact Las Vegas. All seats are UFC classes, music, sports, evening, all in time. Chris Brown played nine celebrities who showed up. He was there to support their joy, who had a celebrity, internet personality, super hot fire. 6ix9ine was not just attending. He was sitting on the commentary panel as one of the co-hosts for the broadcast. During the event, co-host Brenda Dawn conducted a brief interview with Chris Brown. Brown spoke on camera, shared a few words, and the segment wrapped up without incident. But the moment the camera cut back to the commentary desk, 6ix9ine decided to open his mouth, with the microphone live and the stream going out to thousands of viewers. 6ix9ine looked at the panel and said,
Fight.
"Let's keep the girls away from Chris Brown." He told 6ix9ine, "Let's keep the girls away." So sorry. It's clear that Aiden took it as a reference to Brown's assault. He shut it down on the spot. Something a lot of people online immediately pushed back on, and not because they were defending Brown. People pushed back because of 6ix9ine's own record. In 2015, 6ix9ine pleaded guilty to a felony count of use of a child in a sexual performance. That conviction is part of his public record. So for him to sit in the commentary social media, 6ix9ine Chris Brown was just the one that stuck the most. As for the event itself, one of the main attractions was the MMA fight between Ray J and Super Hot Fire. Ray J ended up getting knocked out in the second round. After the fight, Ray J seemed to suggest the fight had been rigged in his favor and that Super Hot Fire went off script by actually winning. Chris Brown just brutally attacked Super. How to form your own.
Fight.
It's called Taylor Brand.
Never heard nobody call you out Big Daddy.
I see that body. I'll be that powerful 50.
What else do you want from me?
This woman is going viral on me. You guys can get by.
Fight!
Oh, these are perfect.
God wrote the biblical account on the face of the earth. In Revelation 12, the woman is given the wings of a great eagle. In her head,
Fight!
After that, he mocked the fallen victim with open arms. Abbott, known as the Street Fighter, was as simple and violent as his nickname. He once tried to throw an opponent out of the cage, and in another fight, he pressed his knee into a man's face against the fence, forcing him to quit with his face nearly destroyed. Just when everyone thought no one could be wilder, Kimbo Slice emerged, the underground king undefeated and feared, with no one daring a rematch. Their clash was expected to end in a brutal knockout. From the opening bell, both men traded heavy shots. Kimbo, unfamiliar with MMA rules, landed the elbow back in the head. Tyson Wayne's fallen after. The Street King looking for redemption, charged and charged again. Kimbo was too fast. His expert swing landed clean counters, ending all down in decisive fashion. When his opponent was already unconscious.
Fight!
So this is what I'm going to do right here, right now.
The most notorious promo Ultimate Warrior ever gave didn't happen in front of WWE cameras. It was real.
I know, and you know I know you. You know that I know the real, and you know that when I have something to say about you, it's not a guess.
Over 15 years ago, Warrior sat down in his own home and delivered a scathing takedown of Hulk Hogan.
And you're a piece of work. Jerry, Hulkamania and negativity go together like peanut butter and jelly. You're lying, Mr. You're not a good or decent human being, Jerry.
Nothing appeared to be off limits.
I think when I said I was going to do this video, people thought Warrior's got some dirty laundry. To me, she's a literal skeleton in the ground now. I have different dirty laundry than everybody else. That's one less skeleton to come out of your closet. Just to have a little fun, let's do some dirty laundry. Dirty laundry, Jerry. Like the
Warrior went after Hogan's career, his reputation, and some considerably more personal subjects.
I bet I'm the only guy that ever said no to doing your wife.
But among the insults, accusations, and very personal attacks, there was one claim that stood out above everything else.
This, Jerry, is how karma is coming to collect.
It concerned the Macho Man Randy Savage.
He had his accident and he passed away, and I read some things, I saw some things, I heard some things, and I realized that I couldn't keep my mouth shut any longer about some things that I've been seeing. In this recent line that you've done, it makes you despicable.
At the time of the video, Randy wasn't around to defend himself, having tragically passed away months before.
If you follow pro wrestling, you know Randy Macho Man Savage.
One of pro wrestling's best-known former stars.
Randy Savage died after suffering a heart attack while driving. Randy Macho Man Savage was 58.
It was after his death that Hulk Hogan began telling a story.
It was really nice to bury the hatchet and get back on the same page with him.
After years of bitterness, Hogan claims that he and Savage had finally made peace. The most interesting thing about his tale was the timing, because according to Hogan, the two men had an encounter not long before Savage's passing. And in spite of Hogan's reputation for bending the truth, it's a story that's been repeated countless times. A story that's been finally spotted in wrestling history. Hogan.
Congratulations! Your profile has been selected to receive a special reward based on...
This is what actually happens when you fall off of a cruise. And this is all according to a former Coast Guard navigator. Once you fall off, you need to get as far away from the boat as possible. And a lot of people aren't strong enough swimmers to be able to do this. These ship propellers are no joke. But that's what's going to start pulling you under the water. If it catches you and you get too close and you get pulled under, the water's going to go through these things. The scariest part, in my opinion, and I didn't know this very recently, old sharks follow cruise ships. They're not strong enough to eat and hunt on their own. This is what actually happens when you fall off of a cruise. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Get ready. Happy birthday.
Fight.
in and talks trash right to her face. But there's no way Alexa Bliss would just let that slide. On a later episode, Alexa walks up to Randy with a wooden box and says he's going to pay. Then Alexa slowly turns the handle on the box. Randy has no idea what's going on. A moment later, a creepy doll pops out of the box. That's one of the Fiend Bray Wyatt symbols, which means he has to be nearby. Randy quickly looks around, but he still can't find Wyatt anywhere. Just then, the lights in the arena slowly go out. While Randy is still confused, Alexa bursts up all around him. Randy turns around and looks absolutely terrible. As soon as Randy turns around, Wyatt grabs him and locks him down. One-on-one, Randy isn't scared of Wyatt. But this sneak attack catches him completely off guard, and he can't break free. Then Wyatt hits his finisher and drops Randy. And everyone knows Randy Orton always gets payback, so a huge fight between them is now unavoidable. Soon enough, the big match arrives. Wyatt's entrance is something else.
Fight.
The Fiend slowly rises out of the massive jacket of Randy still stunned. Randy is down. He gets up Wyatt smashing into the struggling for a bit, Randy climbs back into the ring and finally forces Wyatt to let go. When Wyatt tries to get back in, Randy gets up and blasts him with a kick. Then Randy hangs Wyatt on the ropes and hits his vintage draping DDT, dropping him to the mat. But that barely does any damage to Wyatt. Before Randy can even get up, Wyatt suddenly rises. Randy gets ready for another RKO. Wyatt shoves Randy away and charges in, but Randy sends him crashing into the box. Wyatt takes the hit and goes down. Then Randy hits Wyatt with another back up and tries to return to the ring. Randy grabs Wyatt's arm, keeps kicking him in the ribs, and then uses the ropes to take him down again. Randy backs up and loads up his finisher. Once Wyatt stands, Randy goes for the RKO. But he can't hit him. Wyatt catches him and locks him in tight. Randy fights hard, but he still can't escape. Then Wyatt gets ready to finish Randy off, but at the crucial moment, flames shoot up around the ring. Alexa Bliss is sitting on top of the box with black liquid pouring out. Wyatt is shocked. Hero. At the opening bell, Raymond charged and knocked the champion down, emboldened, equally reckless, and constantly hunting for a finish, fully confident in his chin. But the moment he started dancing and taunting his opponent in front of this is what it means. It's not about your skin. It's
Fight.
about your spirit.